Here we go, everybody. Dirty Thursday brought to you by River City Speedway. And man, have we got a studio full. Look at that. I'm just going to go around here. See all the people we've got in here. Not only, of course, my co-host Stephen Lewis in the studio, but Dale, the producer, is back.
Heck yeah.
Maverik Omdahl drives the number 57 Junior 1 Wing Kart is here with Ma. And we got like 900 Thorvilsons in the studio, too, like we like to do with the FKA thing. We're going to be doing the big drawing today. A lot of money going out. So if you've got those raffle tickets from Forks Karting Association, make sure you get them out and get ready because we're going to be going through the numbers here soon. Our show today, by the way, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts at 2815 South Washington Street.
This is Adam Gable, your local Napa Auto Parts store owner in Grand Forks. Coming up this Tuesday, July 22nd, Napa Auto Parts in Grand Forks is hosting a customer appreciation celebration. Join us for a free pulled pork lunch from 11:30 to 1, along with some great giveaways too. During our customer appreciation celebration, Napa in Grand Forks will have great specials on tools, equipment, and other items, including Milwaukee power tools. Don't miss our customer appreciation event Tuesday, July 22nd at Napa Auto Parts in Grand Forks.
Here we go. And if you have any questions or comments, by the way, Nick Curtis, always the first one to call in and say good morning all. A man about to walk a potato field, but hi, guys. Corey Litton, woo. Is that how you say that? What's
Woo!
that? There you go.
There we go.
Little Ric Flair there.
Yeah.
Any questions or comments, feel free to call or text. Our number here at the studios of Grand Forks Best Source is 701-213-0863. 701-213-0863. And let's do it. Let's get it out of the way. Our daily segment called Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Here we go. Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me.
Careful today.
Okay. Yeah. What do you get when you run in front of a car? What do you get when you run in front of a car?
I don't know.
Tired. Boy, that one sucked. I just found out, by the way, coming up, see Saturday, July 26th, we're going to be at the All-School Reunion in Reynolds. Going to be talking about the big car show, antique tractor ride, street dance, and more. Make sure to stop into Reynolds. And you also heard the customer appreciation ad for Napa Auto Parts on South Washington Street. We're going to be there live for a couple hours, too, and that'll be on Tuesday, the 22nd. All right, let's go through our Forks Karting Association track schedule, Dirty Thursday track schedule brought to you by Forks Karting Association. You know, you can watch the karts race Wednesday nights at Forks Karting Speedway at the Grand Forks Fairgrounds. Find out more by going to Forks. There, I did it again. Forks Karting Association. ForksKartingAssociation.com. ForksKartingAssociation.com. First stop, no racing at Norman County tonight.
Yep.
In Ada.
The one I'll throw in there on the other side of that is, though, Cheyenne Speedway in Lisbon with the Red River Sprint Series.
Oh, they're running tonight. That's right. Okay.
Weather permitting. 6 classes down there.
Okay.
So if you got nothing going on. And
sure.
So
how far of a drive is that from here?
150.
Okay. River City Speedway tomorrow night, Ag Appreciation Night, Mid-Season Track Championships. The Budweiser Clydesdales are going to be there from 5 to 7. That's going to be really cool. Wissota Street Stocks, we've got the 305 sprints. We've got the 410 sprints and the late models.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep. Beamon Street. Yep.
Okay. And then let's see here. Rick's Concrete presents Wissota Late Models, Midwest Mods, Street Stocks, Pier Stocks at Devil's Lake on Saturday. And Greenbush Race Park this Saturday, Elliott Baker Memorial. Yes. Elliott was a very, very good friend of mine from back in the day, and I really wish I could make it up there for that one, but I'm not going to be able to.
1,024 to win.
Wow.
A-mod.
Wow.
On Saturday night. So
that is nice. And there you go. That is our track schedule. Brought to you by Forks Karting Association. Speaking of Forks Karting Association, let's have a little update on what happened last night. Dale, the producer, here you go, man.
Yeah, it was a big night last night. We got it in just about a half hour before we had some drops there. Kept us on our toes there. But no, it was a great night. Nice, warm, breezy night there. Some big winners last night. It seems each week we have a first-time feature winner. So big ups going to Ryland Fuller, getting his first win just several weeks into his career with the rookie gas class. Did 2 rookie gas features last night. William Johnson got the other win. Also seeing a lot of some big winning streaks going on this season so far. Adam Thorvilson here, he's got I think 4 or 5 wins in a row. 4, he's giving me the cue there, and I believe also James Mackhart's got 5 wins in a row there for the junior too. So those are just some of the results from last night. Highly recommend everyone come out, check out the races every Wednesday night for the rest of the summer, 7 o'clock through August, located just adjacent from River City Speedway.
Pretty big Yamaha winner too, but we'll get to that. So.
All right. We'll start this way. Guys, introduce yourself.
I'm Brandon Thorvilson. I've been racing go-karts for 25 years.
25. How old are you?
52.
You're 52. All right. And you?
No way, really?
I'm 29, and I race the number 48 senior medium go-kart.
See-
And I've been racing for 17 years, I want to say.
Okay. Do you guys race against each other, same class?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's better? Who wins more? No?
I mean, I have a points win this season. He doesn't yet. but
Okay. And do you use motors he builds?
Yes.
Okay. So there you go. I mean, come on.
It's not the driver. I just get lucky.
And we got another one hanging around back there, too. We'll talk to him in a little while. We're going to go across from us now. Dude, your turn. Just don't spill on my table. Your turn. Come on up to the microphone. What's your name, buddy?
Maverik Omdahl.
Maverik Omdahl. And you race a Junior 1 wing kart. Is that correct?
Yeah.
What is a Junior 1 wing kart? Tell us about your kart. I mean, I'm guessing it has a wing. Kind of like a
Yeah.
sprint car? Okay.
It's mostly like a mini sprint car.
Okay. Now, your dad is Zach Omdahl, drives the number 17 NOSA Buffalo Wild Wing sprint car. And you are how'd you get number 57?
Kyle Larson, and because my cousin was racing before me, and he was number 17.
Oh, and so you didn't want to take that number, even though that's your dad's number. Okay, so you're going to stay with 57 forever?
Probably.
When did you start racing go-karts?
How old? Oh, 5, I guess.
And how old are you now?
8.
Okay, so what kind of kart did you start with? Didn't have a wing on it, did it?
No.
Okay, no.
Rookie gas, I think.
Okay. How many times have you won in your wing kart?
4 times
Really?
This year.
this year.
This year?
Yeah.
So you are pretty good.
He got a couple wins last year, too.
I won the track.
Mid-season track championship this
Ooh.
year and track championship last year.
Wow. Do you
Well,
want?
I think you won the first 4, right? Or like it was a win streak.
I think it was like 2 or 3 in a row.
Yeah.
And then a couple in between, and then just
Yeah, like
this
three
last
of 4 at the very least, or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah. So.
Okay. You want to race sprint cars when you get older or not?
I don't know. I might want to play NHL.
Oh, that was going to be my next question. All right. Got a hockey dude.
I was like, the better way to frame that question is like, how much do you want to scare your mother going forward?
Yeah.
So he used to say sprint cars. But
Yeah.
then Dad told him hockey players make more money.
Well, they probably do. Do you have a favorite hockey team? NHL team?
Minnesota Wild. Or
There.
Don't look at me like that. I don't hate Wild fans. That's okay.
I know.
It's all right.
I was just hoping he wasn't going to say his favorite team was a Canadian team. That's all. What position do you play?
left wing or right wing?
Okay. All right. And how old are you?
8.
So you're still a squirt? Or you will be a squirt?
No, he was in second year mites.
Oh, your second year of mites.
Yeah,
Okay.
going into
Okay.
Second year mites.
Okay. Wow. I was a hockey player. I love hockey. It's a great sport. Maybe someday I'll be calling your games on the radio. All right. And Mr. Stephen Lewis, how are you doing today, bud?
Good. I just had a thought. I was just like, good thing is hobbies aren't expensive, right?
Yeah. Either racing or, next thing you need to do is dance. That's like another one, dance and
And then we have
gymnastics.
one coming up right behind him.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That
Right.
wants to do both racing and hockey.
Yeah.
So-
Anything his brother does.
Okay, so you have a younger brother? Okay, how old is he?
4.
Okay, so he doesn't race yet, or does he?
No, next year.
Okay, is he going to be running a wing cart? He's going to be stealing your cart from you and you get a sprint car, or are you going to trade yours in for skates and he's going to get your car, or are you just going to... You still have your old cart?
Yeah.
Okay, so he'll start in that.
Yeah.
All right. Have you ever crashed hard?
No.
No.
Only spun out.
So you didn't do like your dad has done? And
No.
get out of go-karts and find something safer to do, like race a sprint car? I'm going to have to come and watch you.
Art could take
Yeah.
that right now. We gotta gradually make our way
So who all helps you with your team?
My dad, Wes, and my papa,
Mm-hmm.
Steve.
Oh, Papa Beaver. I told him he should join us today, but he wasn't all about that at all. At all. So what do you have a race that you look forward to the most? Or just every Wednesday you just like giving her heck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
every
Okay.
Wednesday.
All right. I'm going to go back over to you guys for a minute. Do you do a lot of the track prep?
Yeah, my son and I and Kevin Embry do.
Okay.
track prep for
Okay.
the
And
students.
it's not that hard, or is it hard to do? I mean, you got to keep up with it. The weather we've had this year, the reason I'm asking is because it's either been raining or it's been hotter than heck and windy. And we know how that can mess with the track, but has it been okay for you guys this year?
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing it so long, we kind of have it down to a science.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of play the weather, how much rain we've got, you know, how much water we put on the night before, and how often we have to reapply on Wednesday.
Can you overwork a track the week coming up to a night of racing?
You know, we don't really do a lot with our track other than put water on. We don't have the equipment to tear it up and
Sure.
put it back together. So, you know, the track surface is pretty hard, so it stays where it should be, so we don't tear it up. So.
And, you know, I've been told by some of the best that this is an awesome dirt track. You know, well, Donnie Schatz, again, says it's one of the top ones in the country that he's ever seen. And he actually said every kart track that's dirt should be modeled after Grand Forks. So that should tell you guys something there.
Yeah, that's good to hear. So again, I started racing in 2001. The track was built here in 2000. It kind of stayed the same for a long time. And then, I don't know, about 6-7 years ago, Kenny Johnson hiding in the back here stepped up and started doing these raffles like we're doing today. And we've made massive improvements on the
it's a beautiful
the
facility.
I mean, you know, new fencing, concrete, you know, all that stuff just makes things so much easier to work with.
Oh, yeah. You know, you got the little bridge and the new fencing.
The new
and-
bridge, the new tech shed.
Yeah, the tech shed,
new,
everything.
The new sponsor, you know, wall off of 3 and 4. All of the barriers, all the barrels, like all of the improvements. Like it's very noticeable over the years. So
Wow. All right. Should we probably get this raffle going,
I
you think?
suppose, yeah.
I think so. Let me grab Kenny brought the massive tumbler here. We may have it.
Oops.
Kenny brought the awesome, keeping the tradition alive, that awesome tumbler. So we'll probably be putting that on table and doing a little drawing and doing some Q&A in between here. So I'm going to grab that tumbler
Okay.
from Kenny here.
All right. We're going to go grab that.
Set it off to the side.
All right, so this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be drawing for 10 $100 giveaways. Then we're going to have 7 worth $250 a piece. We've got 4 $500 raffles, 1 $1,000, and 1 $2,000 raffles. No garbage getting dumped if Ryan is slacking on the podcast. Draw my name. I want to win, Bailey. Yeah, I would love to. If you draw your name, Bailey, you got to split it with me. We'll see how that goes.
Or split it with the person that.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go.
All right, I'm just debating on
Okay.
where to place that guy.
Okay, we got to make sure Mav can stick his hand in there, too.
Well, all right. Sorry.
Probably just stick it right in front of him, or is it too tall?
Yeah, we could stick it right in front of him.
Or maybe in front of his mom there. To, so.
All right. Steven, I may put
Yeah, that'll work.
between you and Maverick here. So Maverick, maybe you and Maverick.
He can. How about if we just leave this right there? Because that'll work just fine. Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
There we go.
That's good.
We can still see Steven. We can still see Mav. We can
And
still
then
see.
I'll have to crank her.
Okay.
Okay.
Right? Is that where the handle is? I don't see anything on this
All
side.
right. Should we get this show going?
All right. You said $100 first, Kenny?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, let's pull 10. We're going to do this 10 at a time. We'll pull hundreds out of there before we take a break. All right, here we go.
Feel like Vanna White here.
Remember, you just get one.
You got to do a little bit of this.
And then does it have to like do a half for how?
I don't know,
how do
just
we
get
do
it back towards him. And there we go.
Close your eyes.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Yep,
you
make sure
gotta
the lid's
tilt
up.
it this way. There we go. Okay. Stick your hand in there somewhere way in the back, way somewhere, and just get
Mix 'em
one.
around.
Midge Hoskstra?
All right. And then I need to take.
Midge or Mitch?
Mitch. M-I-T-C-H.
You got the
Oh,
ticket
okay.
number?
Let me see that one's
Steven
quick.
does.
0335.
What's the name? Mitch.
Mitch Hoekstra.
Okay, Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch Hoekstrom or Hoekstrand, ticket number 0335.
Are we spinning
right.
again, or does that?
Yep. We're gonna get rid of these $100 ones first.
9 to go.
We'll have Steven give it a couple of little spins and.
Oh, that ticket's got to go back in there too.
Oh,
Oh, it does.
hold on.
Okay.
There's a little.
I'm a rookie to this.
All right, I got to do a thing here.
I didn't know they got to go
All right,
back
here
in.
you go.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
There's a
can
little
win
slot
again.
here. I'm gonna shove it in.
Perfect.
Okay, give her a good spin.
All righty.
For about 2 or 3 of these would be good.
Here comes the second $100 giveaway.
Yeah. Find a different spot in there. Shove your hand.
Chewy from southern Minnesota saying hello. Hey,
There
Jeff.
we go.
Okay, here comes number 2.
Now, I have a question. After this next drawing for the Thorvilsons, I'm curious, Stephen. Oh, wait. Well, go ahead with that name here.
So,
Joe Paulus, 1162.
Joe. Two down, 8 to go.
So, yeah, Joe Paulus, 1162.
Joe Paulus.
That one back in.
All right, Brandon, Adam, Ryan Thorvilson, the senior Yamaha. You guys run 2 karts. You rotate with the Yamahas each week, a different driver. I was all dreading. I thought it wasn't going to be in action this season, but it's back. It made its return yesterday. I know we kind of talked a little bit in the post-race interview, but for the show today, what led to the Yamaha's return to the action this season?
I finally got off my butt and got it fixed. Had some issues with the brakes. Left it in the shed. I was hoping the elves would fix it over the season, but they didn't. So I finally got up the time and whatever to put the brakes together and get that working again. So.
Oh, well, nice.
The legacy of Big Daddy's Lounge lives on.
There we go. All right, here we go. Drawing number 3 for $100.
Shove that hand in there. Find a different spot.
Christian Larson.
Good job. Yep.
Christian Larson.
Yeah.
All right,
And that
Christian
is
Larson.
Ticket number 0425.
All right, 3 down, 7 to go.
Falling, I didn't start this race. Should have done one of these.
Yeah, there you
or something.
Okay. You could be the hand model.
In.
If you're gonna be like
you go.
Vanna White, you should probably be in a dress too.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll do that for the fall one, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
we can do it closer to Halloween.
Boy, I'm going to make sure I'm gone that day.
I'll shave too.
All right, here we go. Drawing. This is the 4th $100 drawing right here. 4 out of 10.
Okay.
And what do we got here?
Jim.
Steinmetz, 2242.
Jim Steinmetz.
Yes.
Way to go, Jim. John Piercart, good morning, everyone. John, it's already almost evening. Luke and John, what the hell are you guys doing? All right, here we go. The 5th drawing of the $100 Forks Karting Association giveaway. 5th out of 10 of these $100 prizes. And here we go. Who's going to get the 5th one?
Question for Ryan: how did the flying nickname originate?
My grandpa John likes to make up rhymes, and half the time they don't make sense. But he would always say "Flying Ryan" or "Flying Ryan is crying" and tying whatever he'd come up with, and "Flying Ryan" ended up sticking. So
Be a
You gotta get that on a
songwriter.
hat or a shirt.
I think it's on.
Is it on the? Oh, it is. Oh, nice.
Oh, geez. Look at that. Flying Ryan.
Very, very cool.
All right.
Annette Peterson, 0217.
Annette Peterson. Annette, you won $100. We got 5 more of these coming up. Oh, look at that. Just like that, $500 already given away. And we've still got a lot more to go. All right, drawing number 6 now for $100. Forks Karting Association on a dirty Thursday.
I see we've got somebody on the chat volunteering a dress for Steven. So
Sorry, go ahead.
Ooh,
is
yeah,
gonna
there we go. I have a closet full of formals. We can probably find something for Steven to wear. Oh, boy. Got anything low cut?
Tammy Obregon.
Tammy Obregon, you have won yourself $100. Oh, good. Oh, I just got a great text. I'm happy. All right, here we go. Number 7 for $100.
Don't look. Way in the back. Okay, that's good. Today.
Takes his job very seriously.
Richard Dargan, 0127.
Was that was number 6 or 7?
7.
Okay. That name sounds very familiar.
It'd be cool if you drew someone that bought from you.
All righty.
Yep. No peeking.
Mike Dahlmeyer.
Mike Dobmeyer. Wow, they all win every year.
0855.
Was that 8 or 7? 8. That was 8.
That was 8.
Okay, we still got 2 more $100 giveaways to do. I think we'll do the 250s before we take a break again. All right, so 2 more of these $100 giveaways.
Stick it in there.
See, our tickets have dandruff. Ooh, a little funky spin there.
Yeah, I mean, getting a little better at it here.
Stephen, by the way, she says most of them are rainbow appropriate, so probably nothing low cut.
Nick Curtis.
Nick Curtis, you got $100, buddy. Nick
Okay,
Curtis.
this is rigged now, officially.
Yeah.
It says void on it. Yeah, it says void.
Well,
right,
Nick Curtis just won $100.
Redraw.
So we got one more $100 giveaway left. One more to go.
Question for Sam. Between Maverick and Zach, what's the most amount of races between both of them do you recall them doing in 1 week? And I imagine must have been some crazy weeks for the family there.
Oh, like
Together, yeah.
Zach, because like even just next week he's got 4 in a row
Yeah.
in 4 different places.
And then combine that with Mav, if you're racing
And then-
5 nights.
Yeah. and yeah.
Oh,
yep,
yeah, you guys are...
busy.
You
And
guys
then
are
he used to be
you
in
guys are
BMX.
5 in a row
He-
next week then.
Isn't it Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Thursday,
Well, yeah,
Friday,
so
Saturday,
Wednesday with
Sunday.
him and then
with
Thursday,
him,
Friday,
yes,
Saturday,
yep.
Sunday.
And then he
yeah.
used to be in BMX, so BMX was Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh.
He raced Wednesdays karts, and then Zach raced Fridays.
Well,
and
then
Saturdays.
even to piggyback off that, I think it was last week you had to go solo because Zach
Well,
was.
Wes helped us because I don't know what I'm doing, but yes, parent-wise.
But yeah, so Zach was fixing every power pole in the area, so
Yeah.
he wasn't able to come. So yeah.
Yep.
Just sacrifice sleep for a day. You'll be okay, right?
Okay, one more, right? One more $100 ticket to go here.
Yep, one more.
Is the city of Grand Forks going to allow the new car on display and pit entrance not going to be a distraction? I have no idea what they're talking about.
They moved the heart attack late model that sat.
Oh!
They moved it to the other entrance.
look
by the
Okay,
pits.
okay. Why would that be a distraction?
Yes.
Is it
Moved
moved?
yesterday.
Moved?
it's
Or
there.
Tuesday night.
Oh, did they really?
I
Oh,
seen
I
it
can't
there
wait to see
No,
it.
yesterday.
Why would it be a distraction?
Well, if the sprint car on the pole isn't a distraction, I don't know why Bruce would be.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
All
it
right.
was already on the road on 81. I don't know.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
It's just
got-
down
And
the
it's-
road further on the other side.
and it's not neon anymore, so it's less of a distraction,
I
if
think it
anything.
needs to be.
So yeah.
You need to
It
have
looked
those
like
lights
they-
back
I
on it.
think
It
so
looked like
too.
they had
I
a
think so
power
too.
set up next to it where they're probably going to light it up.
Oh, they okay.
It looked like
cool.
there was some kind of
I can't
power
wait to
hooked
see it. That's gonna be awesome.
After they moved that there, I mentioned to Kenny yesterday that we need
Yeah.
to get a couple go-karts on display at our track.
There
Sure,
you go.
Yeah, for sure.
absolutely,
We
absolutely.
can have it on
Let's-
like a pedestal so it spins and,
and,
everything.
and thanks to Bruce's sister, I'm sure she has something to do with
Oh,
that
yeah.
too, Angie. So
All right, let's get this last $100 one out of the way here. We got a long way to go.
Yagi,
Alex Yagi.
2462.
All right. Kaylee says, that's exactly why I said no to racing in Norman County this year. Can't do Wednesday with one kid, then Thursday, Sunday with Kenna. I'd have to quit my day job and be a stay-at-home dog mom. Yeah. And Daryl, the Canadian's watching. Good morning, everyone. John, you didn't sell us any tickets. See you next weekend. Congrats, Nick Curtis, on the win of the $100 there. I didn't get any this year. Kenny didn't strong-arm me into selling any this year. No, he never strong-arms me. But
By the way, before we continue, Nick, since you're $100 richer, you're buying a round tomorrow night at the Bun.
Yep,
right?
or
Like,
tomorrow
so,
on my way
anyway.
to River Cities.
Yeah, or something, yeah.
All right, I tell you what, let's do these 7 $250 winners before we take break.
Okay.
So now these next 7 tickets we announced, folks, are $250 a piece. Because they're making a big deal about the painting over at the Deaf and Blind School. Oh, sure, I get it. But that's also a residential area. And where this is, I don't think they consider that a residential area because of Runnings is right there and the jail and all of that stuff.
Yeah, not 81,
Right,
for sure.
right.
So,
Okay, first one to win $250 is
Luke Severson.
Luke Severson.
0325.
and these are 75s, you said?
These are 250. Yeah, there's
bigger.
7 of them for $250.
Almost feel like we need a drum roll sound.
I know, I don't have one. All I've got is that. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, give her a spin.
Might get a little trickier here for the bigger money.
I have to look at the monitor to see Maverick because I can't see him. I can see him on the TV back there.
Okay, close your eyes.
Here comes the second $250 winning ticket, folks.
Blake Bursley.
Blake.
2543.
Supposed to ask Brandon if he had his 101cc K100 on last night. Congrats on the win. Who knows what that means?
He actually got it wrong. It's 110.
Oh.
Not 101.
Oh,
I think that
okay.
was a typo.
Obi. All right. Okay, we still got 6 more to go. No, 5 more to go.
Okay.
Here comes the third $250 ticket number.
Thinking.
Mike.
Callahan, 0642.
Mike Callahan. Wow, I know a lot of
think I
these
sold
people.
that ticket.
Me and Cooper are in there.
Where'd you see him at the drum?
Yeah, no, I actually just left it at the gas station in Manville.
Oh,
Left a book there.
okay. Oh, sure. Oh, that's where he works.
Yep.
Yeah. Or at least he used to, I know.
Yeah, he's the manager.
Sure. Okay. I haven't seen him in a while. All right. So we have still got 4 more of these $250 tickets to go.
Papa says, pick my ticket. Did you
Only
switch
if
back to
you
me? I think you did.
Yeah, you're on.
Only if he shares. Matt, I don't know, but it's 1412. Starts with a G.
Yeah, I can't read that either, but
Matt Gertique. I don't know.
I'm going to say Matt Gas Tech. I'm probably way off.
Oh, that's why I print.
His phone number's on there.
Yeah, ticket 1412.
All right. 4 down, 3 to go of the $250 tickets here. Give that baby a spin. And here comes number 5, the 5th $250 ticket belongs to
Brittany
Brittany
Solway.
Solway. We know her. She's our neighbor.
All right, Brittany, congratulations.
chances were the longer we went.
Wait, how much did Brittany get?
250.
$250.
Wonder who she bought from. She didn't buy from you.
Oh,
What? And she's your neighbor?
For him to give her crap.
Tell her it's only worth $225.
$225.
All right.
how many left? 2?
2 more to go for the 250s.
drawing, do any of you have a particular favorite race from your career at go-karts here, from your career? Just like a crazy finish or a memorable night, just one that stands out in particular, just something to mull over in between drawings here?
Ron Thompson, one of the guys that got the karting going in Grand Forks. When I started racing, my very first year, I told him I'm going to win my first year. And I was quickly humbled. I was in the B main a lot, missed the A. But there was one night the track just worked out just right, worked great for my kart, and I was in the lead. I was checking out. I was going to win. And had a yellow, and during the yellow, my keyway fell out of my rear axle.
Oh, no.
And I lost.
Oh,
but I was
no.
going to win my first year, and that didn't happen, so that one sticks with me.
Oh,
Still bothers me.
that one hurts.
2001?
Yeah.
Okay.
That hurts. All right, here we go. The sixth $250 ticket winner is
Mark Shanky,
Mark-
1222.
Mark Schenke.
Something like that.
All right.
Something like that.
Okay. And we have got one more of the $250 tickets left. We'll do that. We'll take a quick break, and then we've still got 4 $500 tickets, a $1,000 ticket, and a $2,000 ticket, and we might even show some picks coming up. So, all right.
This is a lot of work.
Yeah. You're gonna have like you're gonna be like the arm wrestling arm. Your right
Yeah,
arm's
right.
gonna be huge.
Ryan, how about a favorite race for you and favorite race memory for yourself? Or
I don't remember if it was, must have been 2 years ago now. We were, of course, all racing, and I don't remember if it was what was going on, if it was a restart or if it was actually like middle of the race, but I remember, I want to say Brandon was leading, I was in second, and Adam was third. Adam was probably leading, and then we passed him. But then coming out of 2, going down the back stretch, I think I got inside of Brandon going for the lead, and all of a sudden there's this blue 40 whizzing by both of us on the inside, holding up a 3 as he's going by. I thought that was funny myself.
That is kind of good stuff there. All right, last of the $250 tickets goes to
Travis Hostess.
Huseth?
okay, Travis
Huseth.
Huseth.
Like Huseth's with an H.
Wow, how about that? Forks Karting Association, their big raffle is on Dirty Thursday, brought to you by River City Speedway. Yet to come, 4 $500 tickets, a $1,000 ticket, and a $2,000 ticket. They're all coming up next. We're going to take a short little break. But let's see here. I'll wait for Dale, the producer, to get ready. All right, we're going to take a short little break. We'll be right back on Dirty Thursday. Life doesn't ever seem to slow down. Everything needs to be done right now. Well, when it comes time for an oil change, stop into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. You know, most changes are done in about 15 minutes. Valvoline Instant Oil Change does more, too. Tranny and coolant flushes, tire rotations, and batteries. And included in your oil change, they're going to top off your fluids. Check your tires, battery, lights, wipers, and cabin air filter, too. And you get discounts for fleets and the military. You know, they can text and email invoices and coupons and mention Grand Forks Best Source and get $10 off your oil change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They're open Monday through Saturday with no appointment needed. Pickup and delivery is also available if you live in Grand Forks. And Valvoline Instant Oil Change is now hiring. If you'd like to join their team as an assistant manager, customer service rep, or lube tech, stop in to find out more. Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a complete oil change and more. They're at 3325 South 38th Street, or call them 701-780-8462. And make sure you tell them Grand Forks Best Source sent you. All right, Dirty Thursday brought to you by River City Speedway, and we have got a studio full as the Forks Karting Association doing their yearly raffle. We do this every year in July here, and we do it on Grand Forks Best Source. We've already given away a lot of money, and we've still got a lot more to go. We've got Maverik Omdahl here. He's a kart racer. He drives the Junior 1 Wing Kart number 57, and we got the Thorvilson clan here. We got Adam, Ryan, and Brandon all here. They all are a part of Forks Karting Association, as along with Kenny Johnson, the guy who kind of runs the whole show there. And what a great deal they do on Wednesday nights. We want to show, I tell you what, let's do the $4 $500 ones first, then we'll take a couple, we'll show a couple of picks, and then we'll do the rest of them.
And I did get a heads up here.
Oops.
The FKA Forks Karting Association will contact and reach out to all the winners over the course of this weekend and make arrangements for when to pick up your winnings and all that. So
Yeah, so don't call me.
And we'll also post the winners also on the Forks Karting Facebook and website also. So
Okay, I was gonna say we're gonna give him Dale's number. All right, let's do the first of 4 $500 drive. Now we're getting into the nitty gritty here, folks. Now we're gonna get some money. Congrats to everybody that's won so far. All right, the first of 4 $500 tickets is going to
Bill.
Bjornaby, maybe?
Bill Bjornaby.
Something like that.
All right,
hey, there's a Bill in the chat. What up, legend?
the legend, Bill Deutsch
From Hoople.
from Hoople, from the big city of Hoople.
Ticket 2676.
All right, there's one down, 3 to go, $500 tickets.
Hoople or the Hoople metro area.
The
something
Hoople
like that.
metro area, yeah. He's on the south.
Your favorite race memory for yourself?
So this is also a couple of years ago, but it was a really super hot day and the track was dry. So we kind of, all three of us, it was me, Ryan, Dad, and then one of our friends, Greg Conzi. He was racing, and we all decided to run no prep at all. So we were out there just sliding each other, crossing back and forth. And I mean, that was the best race I've ever had out there. It was
Well, it's
so
fun.
incredibly
Yeah,
fun.
yep.
Me and Ryan were having a heyday out there.
Conzi still there every Wednesday?
Yep.
Good.
Since Brandon's away from the mic, I know he'd want to say that he won that race that day.
He did.
Is there a reason why we kicked him off the mic for that question, right? All right, winning ticket number 2 for the $500. This is the second $500 drawing.
Lonnie's. I don't know. Lonnie S.
Lonnie S.
No.
Corey Litton, by the way, says, I always have a great time at Forks Karting. Nothing will top my first time announcing there, though, when a cart spun into the bales and a hot header started the bales on the end on fire, and we had to evacuate the grandstands. Adam grabbed the water wagon and put it out.
I think that might have been the one that I hopped the fence with a fire extinguisher out of my pickup too, or
Good
something like that.
times. Well, good times.
I actually re-met Rudy Johnson last week, and we all remember the Rudy Johnson Yamaha wreck, like 7-8 years ago or whatever. Yeah, I was scoring then, and he went straight into the bales, right under the scoring stand, and went flipping, and it was like, yeah, that was one of the worst wrecks I've been kind of involved in seen. So.
All right, here we go. The third of the $500 winning tickets out of 4. Here's number 3.
Good to see. You mentioned now with the improvements, having the water barrel barriers. They definitely saved Bobby Duso yesterday. I forget one cart took a tumble right in front, 2 or 3 feet in front of him from where he was shooting photographs yesterday. Yeah.
This is a lucky guy. Blake Bursley. Again. 2543.
That's the second time winning?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a
wow,
250
Blake.
written on it.
Killing it, dude.
I know.
Kim says, do you remember the night you flew off turn 2 and hard into the outside wall? Scared the hell out of me, Steven.
Yeah, I had to bail a couple of times in that class or whatever, but the one that got me the most was, and I tell the story every week when I'm out there. So when Nate Roska, the only heat I ever won, Nate Roska was leading, and I was second, and this was 2000 or 2001. This was before we had bales or water. It was just the fence. So he went straight off a 4 and right into the fence, and I was like, I was thinking the worst. So I came to a stop. No one else stopped, and I got plowed into from behind.
Oh, wow.
And my head went like,
How old were you?
12-ish.
Did you cry?
No, but I got
Good.
up. I got up the next day, got out of bed. I took one step and went right down to the floor, like I was concussed bad off of that or whatever. So like I won my heat, but hurt real bad the next day.
Explains a lot. All right, here we go. The final $500 drawing is coming up here. Maverik Omdahl getting ready to stick that muscular arm of his in that thing and grab the last of the $500 winning tickets.
Taken.
And let's see who's going to get this one.
Lonnie Paradise.
Lonnie Parody. How about that? Charlie's
Well, there,
dad.
There you go.
Charlie's dad, Lonnie, out of Brooks, Minnesota. I've been in their shop a few times. Nice place. Yeah, all right, so there you go. Lonnie Parody won the last $500 ticket. We've still got a $1,000 ticket and a $2,000 ticket. And let Dale, the producer, get caught up here. Do we have a couple of pictures that we do want to show?
Yep, all those here. Yep.
Okay.
Dale, I just sent you a couple pictures of a wreck that I can't remember who it was that was there taking pictures, but they got a picture of a wreck in our class, and it was like a time lapse of Brandon going into the hay bales.
Oh, okay.
And I just sent you those.
Okay, perfect. I'll get those queued up here in just a couple of minutes here.
You remember that one?
All right, all right.
Oh, was that Stevenator?
Who opened the door?
I think that's...
Paul was. Oh, he's.
Oh, okay. All of a sudden, I saw the door open. Nicole's like, what the hell? Everybody's here. All right. Paul, the producer, just walking in. Okay, whenever you are ready, Dale, we'll throw a couple of pictures up there. And whoever is involved with the pictures can just start throwing them. Oh, you see that, Steven? Maybe that's how you became a Maple Leafs fan. You just banged in the head too hard there by a go-kart. Wow.
Look at that. All right. I like that.
All right, well, I got a couple here of Mav and his family here, and then I'll get Ryan's and Thorvilson's here on standby.
I'm just shocked. There's a couple of names I would expect that kind of thing from. Luke was not who I was expecting to say something like that, but kudos.
Okay, Maverick, can you see that picture?
Yeah, it doesn't look like me at all.
Doesn't look like you at all. Who the heck is it?
But
Okay, when is that from? Do you know?
See what's in your hand?
oh, the mid-track championship.
Oh, nice,
That was
nice.
last week when Dad was out in Bemidji.
So that was last week. Your dad was gone. It was only a week ago, and you don't look anything like that. Man, you are changing.
That would have been 2 weeks ago.
Is it 2? Okay.
2. Yep.
Okay. All right. Nice pick.
Oh, I love that picture.
That is a great picture.
It's my favorite.
And you know the thing is, we see that a lot with him. You could walk by there 15 times in the pits, and it's usually he's in a position something like that, or great guy.
He's the best. There's your other #1 fan.
What's that? You're
Oh, he's obsessed with you. He wants to be just like you.
getting up close and personal.
That's where he hangs out when Dad and Mav are getting ready.
All right.
Tell him not to go in there because he bends it usually.
That's
Break your
Crew.
hood.
Crew, his little brother.
Crew, get off.
Mav, I think I remember your first win last year in the Junior 1 Wing Karts, I want to say. And I think you posted on your social media there, getting back, exiting the track for the first time. Wasn't Crew the first one to greet you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He always comes up there and says, "Mav, I'm so happy."
Oh, that's kinda
so
nice.
happy."
He looks up to
cheers
Big
the
Brother.
Whole time. He's just, yeah.
All right.
And I think he's the unofficial crew chief or official
Yeah,
crew chief.
yeah.
He joined you for a post-race interview, I think, a week or two back. That was awesome. Yeah.
Crew chief.
Yeah.
Yes.
Crew, the crew chief.
Perfect.
All right, it'll take me just a minute here to get the Thorvilsons here on standby. But while I do that, Mav, how about we hear from you? Your favorite race from your career so far?
It was on my dad's birthday, August 21st.
Last year.
I passed Jackson Dahlmeyer for the lead, and it was exciting, and it was just a crazy race.
Did you win?
Yeah.
Nice. On your dad's birthday. You know what gets me is you must be a pretty good kid because I could never remember my dad's birthday. I have no idea. He's been dead for 10 years. I still don't know when his birthday was, but
Maverick is a very thoughtful boy.
are you? Oh, that's cool. That is cool. You know what? While he's doing this, let's do $1,000 one. All right, let's whip $1,000 out of here.
What can I do special that I haven't done yet here?
Try with your left hand.
All right. And we'll go
Counterclockwise.
too. All
I
right.
like that. All right. Maverik Omdahl.
Shake like this.
There we go.
Hey, no
Back
looking.
and forth. Back and forth.
$1,000 up for grabs. Folks, get your tickets out. Here we go.
Just one. Got it. Sierra Amundsen. She bought that one from you.
All right. Look at that. Sierra Amundsen. $1,000.
You know her. She's your friend.
Yep, she is. She's our neighbor too. She lives on our block too.
What was the ticket number for that one?
He's got it over
Okay,
there.
gotcha. 1919.
All right. Hey, Maverick, I got a question for you. Do you know who your sponsors are?
Nelson Farms, Grinch Trucking, Red Choice Electric, and Young's Bay.
Hey, all right. That's pretty good. Did you have to practice that?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, that's the thing. When you start getting in victory lane and getting interviewed, you got to know all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got Young's Bay, so I'm like,
Oh,
I haven't
nice.
practiced that, so I'm like, I just keep saying Young's Bay, Young's Bay, Young's Bay.
Nice.
I'm like, okay, I got it, finally.
All right. That is awesome. Yeah, we're going to hold off on that one. Just hold off for a little bit. Because we've only got one more to go.
Oh, okay.
And that's the $2,000 one. I was going to see if he's got
Almost ready here.
almost ready. We'll do that towards the end here.
What are we doing next?
He's got more pictures he's queuing
okay.
up here. We'll take a look at those and talk about those for a minute.
All right. I had one other question there. I was trying to remember off the top of my head. Oh yeah, Maverick. I asked other drivers this in the and also for Ryan, asked the other drivers this in the post-race driver interviews yesterday. Aside from the go-kart races, have you guys watched a lot for watching races as a fan? Do you have a favorite race you watched as a fan, either dirt or pavement, locally or on TV? I'm actually curious for John and Steven's answer too on this.
I don't know, actually.
Or maybe most memorable, one that comes to mind.
Do you remember any in particular?
Yeah.
Which one?
It was when Dad was like really close to winning. And then he took the outside, and then he just got past, like, he wasn't even in the lead, and then I'm like, no.
In Devil's Lake?
Yeah, River City Speedway.
Your dad,
River City Speedway?
Yeah.
he's been
Remember when he
so close to winning.
Oh, I know. It's
So
heartbreaking.
close. I know it is. And
he was in first, he was doing really good, and then he took the outside at the restart, and then that just...
do you ever, Maverick, do you ever tell your dad, do you ever give him advice like, Dad, come on, you know better than that? Or do you just let him go?
I'm like, don't usually pick the top, just use the bottom.
There you go. All right.
It's good.
All right. Well, you've got some wins under your belt this year. Why not? You should be able to tell him what to do, huh?
Better you than me.
Yeah.
I've won more, been on the scale more.
So you're kind of, you've been doing this for a while. Yeah. Maybe you should start helping your dad. He's a good guy. All right. What do we got some more pictures here. Let's take a look at these.
This is a little stop motion here, animation here. So I'm just going to do a few seconds for each at a time, and Thorvilson's just narrate away for us here.
Yeah.
This already doesn't look good.
Yeah, this is the first picture I got, but Brandon's the one on the high side there. You can tell he's already off the ground because I think he hopped over someone's tire.
88, is that, Jade?
That's Jade, yeah. Yeah, I don't even remember how this happened. This was probably 4 or 5 years ago, I would guess.
All kinds of wrong
But
directions.
yeah, yeah, that's how he ended up in the hay bales. It's pretty much completely out of the go-kart.
Oh, man, that looks rough.
Kind of looks fun.
And bracing for impact as close to the steering wheel as he can.
Wow.
I mean, you were flying in there from what I remember hearing.
Looks like Jimmy Johnson and Watkins going.
Yes.
I think we've all seen that one, right?
Right.
I apologize if I got these in reverse order here.
Yeah, they got a little mixed up, but that's
Oh,
they got the
Yeah.
the gist of it at least.
Yeah.
Oof.
Brandon, memories of that.
My boot flew off, and I lived another day. So no, actually, the hay bales cushion the blow quite a bit. It looks bad, but no, motor never died, and I finished the race.
Wow.
In that picture you just had up, it almost looks like his head, the helmet is like going through the fence.
He's in the fence.
Yeah, he is in the fence. I mean, that was a hard crash. I remember Brady Johnson coming over the radio asking if Brandon was okay, and I don't even know if you were racing with us yet at that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was.
So
like,
it wasn't a hard enough hit to make you like Canadian hockey teams then?
No.
Okay, good.
Oh, good. That's
we
just
got
a
that
thing
figured
now.
out.
Thanks, Luke. Thanks. Anyway. I've never seen a cart go up backwards like that. Like
No.
usually it's, like side or side or nose. But
Yeah, I think he went outside to try and avoid it and got tagged and popped.
Okay.
Now, the carts are pretty tough, aren't they? I mean, body panels and stuff, I guess you go through, but
very durable.
We just saw him fly into the hay bales there, and he just said didn't even stall, and he got it back on and just kept on going.
Yeah,
So
I'm pretty sure he finished the race, no problem.
okay, so they're pretty tough carts. Okay, all right. Should we do that last 2,000, or do you have more picks?
That's it.
Okay. Let's roll with that $2,000 winner. This is the biggie.
All right, do we do like a slow two
$2,000 Forks Karting Association. And when they do these raffles, we had heard earlier of all the updates and all the new things that they do at Forks Karting Speedway. And again, I don't know what this money is going to be used for, but Kenny Johnson and the crew over there, man, they do such a great job of having these raffles and making more improvements at the racetrack. And that's one of the reasons why it gets, all the accolades that it does. I mean, it's a great racetrack. It's a great facility. Great. The way it's all run, it's awesome.
Well, it's so wild. So I found, we found some like archive stuff in the office of the big track last year or whatever. And there were flood pics of how it used to look or whatever. And there was nothing there in 97 or whatever. And it was looking to the east from the arches or whatever. And I was like, that's where the kart track is now. My first race was the last race in Emerado.
Yep.
And my first 2 seasons were here. So,
okay.
But just to see how far it's come over all these years or whatever is pretty remarkable, and all the work that goes into it. And thanks to all you guys.
So Ryan had a somewhat bad wreck like a month ago.
Oh yeah, I spun out in front of the field, and Jade avoided me, and Adam Matz avoided me, and then when the seas parted, there was Kyle Jarvis of all people, had just nailed me right in the side, and I had the whole right side of the body just bent in it. Actually, you can see the mark on my motor. It went so far, it dented on my motor. And
Man.
Shout out to the Jarvis family and Kyle and his better half. Big ups.
All right, here we go. That $2,000 winning ticket is
Suzanne Kilichowski.
Suzanne Kilichowski. And if we are killing your name,
actually,
sorry about
probably
that.
Killahusky.
Killahusky.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, Suzanne Killahusky.
I just sounded it out.
0896.
Those names that end
She
in
probably
skis,
gets that a lot.
they got some pronunciation.
Oh, I know. From
one sec,
Steven.
Steven, 1 sec. Can I say that one more time? Sorry, I need to write the.
That was a question I had for you guys. So you guys are you guys Svoboda?
My grandparents, my mom's side, is Sabota Sanitation.
Okay, so I've got a quick story on that one. So my mom's favorite hockey player is Jaromir Jagr.
Oh, sure. Yippin' Jagr.
His teammate from the Czech Republic and eventually became his agent is Peter Svoboda. Mm-hmm. So Svoboda in Czech means freedom.
Yep.
And they were on, 98. They won the gold medal in Japan or whatever. They beat Russia. It was and he scored the game winner to do it. And it was like, wait a minute. The guy from the Czech Republic that beat Russia is named Peter Freedom.
Wow.
Yeah. So every time I go up north that way and see Svoboda, I was just like, Freedom Sanitation. All right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Peter Freedom.
And
Peter
then,
Freedom sounds like a porn name.
My grandpa would probably get a kick out of that.
Yeah.
I get confused all the time for Ryan Sabota.
Well, that's what somebody just asked.
Yeah.
Any relation to Ryan?
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I mean, we'd be pretty distant. He's the son of my grandpa's first cousin, so he'd be a cousin somewhere.
Oh,
down
sure,
there
sure,
probably,
okay.
But I always get confused for him because I'm Ryan Thorvilson, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I own Sabota Sanitation with my grandparents. So on the back window of my pickup, I've got our logo on the side. So I'll get out of the pickup somewhere and be like, my kids played hockey with you or something like that. And I'm like, you don't want to see me on skates, so it couldn't be me.
Well, and that's 2 totally different countries too. Thorvilson and Svoboda. That's very different parts of Europe there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow. All right.
I was curious. I know I heard Mavericks answer. Thorvilson's and John and Steven, do you guys have a most memorable race? I think, Adam, you answered it yesterday, but I think that was a great story, too. I'm just curious if you guys got a most memorable race, one that comes to mind.
I would agree with Adam on the Kyle Larson in 2020 here. It was pretty crazy. My very first NASCAR race was the 2006 All-Star race. I was in Cub Scouts, and we made a Pinewood Derby car. It was crashed together, and ended up winning a trip through Lowe's and Dremel, and they flew us out to North Carolina for the All-Star race.
Oh, wow.
Infield passes the whole weekend. And
Damn.
my favorite drivers were Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson. And not only did Jimmy Johnson win, but Jeff Gordon ran second. So
Wow.
that was pretty memorable, being my first race, and my two favorite drivers finished one too.
I don't know about me. My favorite NASCAR guy was Dale Earnhardt. Probably one of the races I remember the most is when he was leading and on the very last lap ran out of gas or cut a tire on the last corner of the last lap. And who was it that ended up winning?
Wasn't it? Was that?
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek Cope.
Right.
Who Derek Cope then ended up having this long racing career afterwards, and all he did was win Daytona 500. But probably the race that the Kyle Larson one was a good one, but that battle between Donnie Schatz and Steve Kinzer here a couple of years
August
back.
2011. Yep.
Yeah, that was the one where Kinzer was so tired he couldn't even take a puff off a cigarette after the race. So I think that was a great race.
Mine, off the top of my head, and it depends on the day, but the one that, when he asked the question, 1995, we're up in Greenbush. Todd Mack starts like 15th. Mark Swanson starts 11th. The both of them slice through the field. At the end of the race, they're first and second, and they're trading first and second right down to the white flag lap. And, we know how tough Todd Mack was back in the day or whatever, and Mark's doing his best to hold him off. Well, he was protecting, let's just say he was protecting the line coming off of 4 to the line, and got into Todd a little bit. Todd goes into this series of 360 spins. Mark wins, and Todd is doing 360s across the start finish in Greenbush or whatever. So, that's one of my most memorable ones, but I've got a few or whatever, but that's the first one that popped into my mind. So.
Wow. Again, folks, if you won anything today and you didn't watch the show with Forks Karting Association, don't worry, they will call you. Or I'm sure you're going to hear it through the grapevine from somebody that you won, especially if you won one of those big tickets. This is an awesome thing that Kenny and the guys do over there at Forks Karting Association. Every time you drive by that racetrack, they're making improvements. They're making it better and nicer all the time. And that's why they do these things. It's not to put money in their pockets or to help the people that are helping out. It's to make this place a better place. And I want to thank you guys for coming in. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Was this okay for you?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to get to next time we get you in, we're going to talk more racing, okay?
It looks
Okay.
like Gigi Judy's watching. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi.
That's his great
Hi.
grandma watching.
And Zach and Oyer out there, be careful, buddy. Beaver, good talking to you. All the Canadian friends. Thorvilsons, thank you guys for coming. Kenny Johnson, thank you for all you do with Forks Karting Association. Of course, Stephen Lewis, my co-host, and Dale, the producer, all here. And another great Dirty Thursday show. By the way, next week, NOSA driver Weston Olson's going to be in the studio. Got his first NOSA win here a couple of weeks ago. And I want to give a shout out to Rumor Sports Bar and Casino in the Grand Cities Mall. Been a sponsor here on Dirty Thursday since the very, very beginning. Love Rumors. In fact, they've got the big golf tournament going on today, so they're open right now. They opened up early today. You go in there, wall-to-wall TVs, watch UND Sports, watch your favorite sporting team. They've got buses to UND Sports, all the big-name concerts. They'll even be running a bus to the World of Outlaws again in August. Great lunch and dinner specials, $7 express lunches, room for parties. They got the beer tower there, DJ trivia night, initials game every second Tuesday, open every single day, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Rumor Sports Bar and Casino. Let's see, do we got Brew Brothers tonight? Okay, no, nothing there. Don't even worry about it. Oh, by the way, I teased you guys a little bit the other day. New show coming on Tuesdays. It's a new old show, and it's going to be good. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. I was going to tell you about it today, but I'm going to wait. Have a great day, everybody. Remember to like, share, tag, and follow us. Hit that notification bell on your smartphone. It dings every time we go on the air. You never miss a show that way. We love the Forks. Absolutely. Grand Forks' best source is giving the Forks their identity back.